Bonjour mes enfants. Cut that. Try to avoid getting whacked too much on a copyright strike. Uncle Dan, the Vinyl Man here, mes enfants. Coming to you today on this July 4th. And let me tell you that Uncle Dan is a true patriot. And as a true patriot, I don't like kings. True American patriot. We American patriots, we don't like kings. And we don't like presidents who want to be kings. All right? So there's Uncle Dan. If you don't like that, yeah, you don't have to be at my channel, okay? You don't like me bringing politics in? That's your problem. Anyway, I'm an American patriot who believes that we shouldn't have kings. There you go. Got for you today, Jim Campilongo Quartet. She Loved the Coney Island Freak Show. And this is just out in June. I've had it a few weeks and been listening to it on vinyl and on streaming. I like to buy stuff on physical media, vinyl if I can, and also listen to it on streaming. When you buy physical media, you support the artist. When you listen to it on streaming, you support them again. They don't get very much off the streaming, but they get a little bit. It's nice to help out artists, and especially artists like Jim Campilongo. Jim Campilongo, 65 years old, a little younger than Uncle Dan here, but one of the great guitarists around, brilliant guitarist, truly unique, although he does some stuff that he's very influenced by Roy Buchanan and others. He's developed his own style and his own voice. And it's a great, unusual voice. There's a lot of kind of angularity, some unusual chord voicings and stuff like that. But he's brilliant at it, and he has put out over the last almost 20 years, almost 30 years, since about '96. He started, I believe, his first one came out in '96, and he's got a dozen or so, 15 albums out now, and I have most of them either on vinyl or on CD. But he's just a great artist. I saw him live, I think 2017 or 2018, something like that, maybe 2019. Saw him live. He was great live. He's also highly regarded just as he's a very generous person. He teaches. He teaches Zoom lessons. He teaches. I believe he teaches in person. He used to be active, I know, on the Telecaster forum online, Telecaster Guitar Forum, and he was very generous with his time and with his comments there. He is noted as being although he's not playing it there. He's playing, I think, one of his signature Lumiere guitars, but he's known for playing a 1959 Telecaster top loader, as it's called, the strings loaded at the top rather than through the back, that he purchased used and has been playing for over 30 years now, close to 40 years, I guess, playing that one guitar and a couple of. He plays some other stuff, but he's known for that Telecaster. He's noted for playing Princeton reverbs and Fender Princeton reverb amplifiers. That is, just a brilliant guitarist. I think that if he were in Japan, he'd be designated as a national treasure. And I think we should designate him as a national treasure. But fascinating guitarist. This is a great album. It's just interesting all the way through. Everything is fun. There are 10 cuts on it, 5 per side. One, Gee Baby Ain't I Good to You is a classic. That's a standard. But that's other than that, these are all compositions by Campilongo. Campilongo is a songwriter whose songs don't have words, don't have lyrics. But he's probably classified as a jazz guitarist. He used to be classified as country. I think because he played Telecaster and was influenced by Roy Buchanan, who had kind of a country style in some ways, and Danny Gatton, who often they were just jazz guitarists, or they're typically considered blues or country, something like that. But they play jazz, and that's what Campilongo plays. But he thinks of the songs as songs. He plays in service of the songs, and he likes to. He does improvise, but he likes to keep to the heart of the song and keep to the emotional heart of the song. He's noted for he's got a quirky sense of humor, and you can see that with she loved the Coney Island Freak Show, which was the cut I was playing there. But anyway, that quirky sense of humor, which I think is great. But just a great artist. I think we should support artists like this, and so I like to go out and buy things like this. And also, this answers the question, are they making any good music these days? Yeah, they are. Now, I actually think that Taylor Swift has done some good stuff, but I think that Katy Perry, for instance, has done some good stuff. I've heard Beyonce, she's done some good stuff. Not really my stuff, but I can recognize it as good. But there are certainly artists like Jim Campilongo, Amanda Ann Platt and the Honeycutters, Tuba Skinny, one of my favorites. These people are out there making great music, and I'm going to try to feature some more of those folks. There's a guy out of Canada, Jordan Officer, a brilliant jazz guitarist, just beautiful. Others that are out making great music. I think that we are actually in the best era for music right now. We have people like Campilongo doing this great, intellectual but still emotionally sort of satisfying jazz. We have people like Amanda Ann Platt and the Honeycutters who are doing a country Americana in the way it ought to be done. Brilliant. I'm going to cover her soon. Her stuff doesn't usually come out on vinyl, but I do have one LP by her. These people are brilliant people who are out working hard, putting out great music, and I think it's a wonderful time to be around people like this. I did the Bygones recently. Other people who are putting out great music. So anyway, this may not be your stuff. It may be too angular, too some sort of dissonant chords that resolve. Everything resolves prettily, but it may be too angular, too dissonant, too unusual for you. I think it's brilliant. I think it's great, but I encourage you to find people like that who are out there doing stuff in the genre that you like and support those current people. I buy vintage vinyl, right? This is Uncle Dan's vintage vinyl. I probably buy old records. I just did the one. I put it away. The Crazy Voodoo album from 1959 or 60. I buy that stuff, yeah. And those people don't get any money, a lot of them are dead, right? But it's great to support the current artists. Anyway, Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man, again, wishing you a happy 4th of July. Let's celebrate by saying just say no to kings or President Kings. Take care. Au revoir mes enfants. Et aussi. À bientôt.